Hello, my friends, and welcome back. If you are new here, hello, my name is Holly Renee. And if you are used to me and my shenanigans, what is up? Let me know in the comments who's here with me. And if you are new here, I hope you enjoy. Today, we're going to be doing a random channeled message. I am going to just kind of bring forward what was coming up, and I may pull cards, but I feel like it may be more of just channeling today, and that's why I'm letting you look at this because I wasn't prepared to be on camera. Okay, so um I am talking to someone who feels as though they have to give to someone or to a group of people or to something. Okay, you feel like you're having to give parts of you or things of yourself that one, you're just feeling like you're not able to do right now, or two, you're just like, you know what, I actually just don't want to do this. And I think today it's important that we lean into why this is coming up for you, as well as focusing a bit on what you can do moving forward to make this an easier way. But I think this is a lot more complicated than just being like, oh, well, I'm just not going to do it, or I'm just going to tell them I can't, or whatever, because I think that you desire to be there for people, and you're someone that enjoys giving to others, and it's a beautiful thing, and at the same time, as you know, it can be a bit overwhelming. um the first thing is like, if you're feeling as though you're being forced to give, um there of course is a perception change, and I'm not going to tell you that that's not right. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you shouldn't ever be forced to do anything, you should change your perspective and blah blah blah. I think that you have been someone that is always given to a lot of people your entire life. In fact, probably a lot of the time you have sacrificed much of your own existence and desires and everything for someone else, whether it was, something that you could, you may look back and think, yeah, maybe I could have stopped that, or I could have kept that from being. But at the same time, where you are now is where you are. And you cannot continue to kind of always go back to that feeling of, well, I should have known, I should have done better, because it's not actually bringing any resolution to the actual quote unquote problem in the present moment. And so they are also really asking you, inviting you into a level of, um, can you see how far you've come, and not always blame the past, and also um there's a level of acceptance here, accepting what was, accepting what is. Now, I'm getting this like, well, but if other people bring up my past, or if other people bring up what I used to do or what I have done, it's not your responsibility. If someone cannot let go of what happened before, then that person is clearly in a place of turmoil on some level within their own space and their own self. And there's only so many times you can say sorry. There's so many times you can, um, honestly, what I'm hearing is lead a horse to water. You can't make it drink. So whoever it is that keeps bringing this up, you know, it's not right to continue to keep yourself in a position or in a place where you are actively always trying to prove your worth to someone because of something that you did in another version of yourself, right? Like, that's not fair. And more than anything, right, this could be coming up in your reality um because you on some level have yet to fully forgive yourself for things. And it's easier, or and not even easier as in like easier for you, but just on a surface level, if you think, well, why is this coming up for me, the first answer is of course going to be, well, because they're still not over it, the person, right? But it also is a deeper reflection of, are you still over, like, are you still stuck on that? Are you still, have you not given yourself full permission to let it go and to forgive yourself? And so this is clearly a very specific message. I'm praying that this gets to whoever this is for. Um, but they're also saying, like, be like the snake here, right? Like, be like the snake in the sense of um letting yourself grow must mean to let go of the old skin. And I think that this is basic advice that anyone could give. And at the same time, if you could look at your life and zoom in on the moment by moment piece of it and see what's driving your actions right now. Like what is driving what you do? Are you being pushed to do something or to take action on something because of something that you value? Like, let's see an example. Give me an example. Um, let's say you're pushing yourself to clean or something. I don't know. This is always something. It's always an example that comes up in my brain. I'm like, give me an example. And they're like, cleaning again. Anyways, like if you're pushing yourself to clean, what is the reason behind doing it? Right? Like, let's say you're only cleaning your house because you're living off of a trauma response where if I don't clean my house, then this is what this means about me or something like that. I don't know. Or let's say you're cleaning your house because you know that you're going to feel better after, or you're cleaning your house because, like what is the intention behind your motives? Are you only showing up online because you need to get a paycheck? Are you only um doing, this for someone because you know you'll get something in return? Like, I'm not saying that those are your motives, right? These are just examples, obviously, because this is for an online platform that many people see. But it's important to kind of look at what are the reasonings behind what you're doing and why you're doing it. And this is a level of awareness that can kind of bring you to your knees at times because you realize that maybe all the time that you were like, oh, I'm doing this for this reason, you could see that there are actual other reasons for that. And this is not an invitation for shame. This is an invitation to reflect. That's it. To reflect and do and move accordingly, right? So like I said, the snake, it's very just like moving intentionally, slithering around. So the other thing here with this, oh, I'm throwing stuff here. The other thing with this as well is there's something about supporting your knowledge. So this is also, okay, what do I learn? What do I know? What do I talk? And am I fully walking it? And no one can be perfect. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who easily will maybe turn into themselves, like turn inward and start like downward spiraling. And this is not what this is asking you to promote. This is about, again, wow, I just moved the whole thing. This is again about you kind of like slithering through your own shadows and making moves accordingly. Um, it's just about more awareness here and now. That's the thing, that it's more awareness here and now. And so let's see how it is that we could do this, how this could show up a little bit more here. Bring the camera back a little bit and turn it so I can pull some cards. I'm gonna put them here so we could see them. Hmm. Sometimes we have to protect ourselves from ourselves, you know? Oh, wow, my hands are really close to the camera. Sorry. Book of Spells. I was feeling something about spells too with Learn. Look at that, Learn. And this is card 22. So twos might be significant for you. As above, so below, manifestation. Interesting too, because we have card 40, so 22, 2 plus 2 in numerology is 4. These cards flew out too, so of course I want to look at them and honor them. So this is interesting here too, because we have the Witch of the Woods coming forward here with retreat. Okay. We have secret trail with ascension. See what I'm saying? Like there is something that's happening here that is behind the scenes. And here we have the shadow and the light coming up here. And I was getting the energy of that as well. And we have Coven Soul Family. So it's also about understanding that, who it is that you're feeling like this is about, or how this is showing up for you, or whatever the case is specifically. You're being called forward to a level of appreciation for the dynamic of who you are and what you bring forward to like the table. It's like you have a lot of knowledge, you also have a lot to learn. And we always do. Every single person does on this planet. And right now, the advice to you is to pay attention. It is time to sit down and let the universe give you a lesson. And if you're not already someone who sits with yourself and asks the universe questions and watches your reality, answer those questions, and then learn from it and then take action, I would highly encourage it. It's one of my biggest tips that I could give to anybody is asking questions. We are students of the divine. We are students of the universe. And when we ask questions that help us understand ourselves, our lives, our motives, our moves better, rather than blaming other people for what they do, it allows us to have the power to be able to say, I know that I got my back. I know how I work. I know my reality. And I know that I have the capacity, the ability, the know-how, the resources to bring myself back to a level of safety and wholeness and learn from those things. And you're moving on a journey, and a journey is actually calling to you, whether you want to take it or not. And it's about ascending more into a space of learning how you are co-creating your reality at this time. This is really what this is about. It's all of this in your life here is showing you what your truest beliefs are in the depths of yourself that you have not had awareness of. And this is not always bad. Sometimes this is a really cool eye-opening experience. Sometimes it's not. And so however it unfolds for you is perfect. But that's what I'm seeing here. It's what I'm getting more than anything. Now, advice wise, they're asking you to summon your creations forward above all else. So you might be really called to just like bring to the table more creative endeavors, like finding more creation. Um, And creation looks so many different ways. This could be through your art, through your singing, through expression, through crafts, through journaling, through sewing, and again, why are you doing what you do? Are you doing those things because you feel like you have to, or are you doing them because you genuinely desire to do them? Now, of course, if you're someone who like is like me, right, where I love to do readings, that's like a creation of mine, right? I love to do readings, and of course I get paid for them as well, but there's a lot of readings I do that I don't get paid for, like this, and like any that I do on social media, I currently do not get paid for them to do them. And again, there's just this energy of like you get to have it all, you get to do both. So specifically too, this is a specific message for someone listening, that if you do create money off of your art or off your creativity, there's also other ways to be creative that can also bring in something for you that's nourishing. And make sure that what you're creating is always nourishing and it never gets to a point where you feel overloaded in that. um I think that's it. I think that's it for today, specifically this specific message. I think more might come forward, but I'm not quite sure. But this is it for today. I do, of course, hope that this helped in whatever way served you well, more than you expected. If you, of course, want to book a private reading, you can do that down below. And let me know if this makes sense. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to go deeper on for you here. And I'm happy to make some videos specifically for you. All right. I'll chat with you soon. Bye.